What's good, Kings? The Unapologetic Husband here. And if you're watching Passport Bros content and wondering why men are flying out instead of staying local, this episode is your clear-eyed reality check.
You will catch me eating dog shit. You will catch me walking barefoot on burning concrete on a 115-degree hot day. You will also catch me chewing broken glass before you ever catch me call a black man a king.
What is a passport bro? A passport bro is a man who is done with untitled, ungrateful, high mileage women in the West demanding provider status while offering nothing but an attitude and an OnlyFans link. Done with 50% divorce rates, false accusations, alimony, traps, and child support jails. Done with feminism lies. You're toxic if you want a feminine, loyal, fit, debt-free, low body count. So he grabs his passport, flies to Colombia, Thailand, Philippines, Ukraine, Brazil, anywhere but the US. Places where women still value men. Cook, stay slim, don't weaponize sex, and see marriage as a partnership, not a paycheck. Stats don't lie, my friends. US women initiate 70 to 80% of divorces. 60+% of Western women, 18 to 30, are obese or overweight. The average Western woman, 7+ sexual partners by the age 25, and that's backed by the CDC. 43% of U.S. men under 30 are celibate, rejected, or priced out. Foreign wives, lower divorce rates, higher happiness, traditional values, actual gratitude. Passport bros aren't running, they are upgrading. So I'm with you guys. Smarter, not weaker. West failed the men, so men left. Can't blame.
American women didn't want me, so I went to the beach and found a much hotter Latina that does want me and looks way better than all these salty girls that are getting mad that all these good-looking men that are, 35, 37 with money. He is 20 years old, by the way, are leaving behind the masculinity, leaving behind the entitlement.
The passport bros seem to be a hot commodity nowadays, so let's just go ahead and get straight into it. This is another case of black women not minding their business. Y'all didn't care about meal order brides until black men happened to make it popular, but of course you feel entitled to being the BBC commander when something no longer benefits you, although these are the same men that you said you didn't want, didn't need, and they are broke. I'm going to be honest, going overseas to travel frequently and live does not equate to broke. But then again, this just simply speaks to the delusion and hypocrisy of women. These men have been very clear in their message. They've said time and time again they want a wife, someone they can build with, start their family with, someone they can create a legacy with. What y'all heard was they wanted someone that they can control. Y'all minimize being a wife simply down to being a slave, even so much as telling those other women overseas that they're uneducated and practicing sex tourism. And in turn, a lot of y'all have took your degree and traded it in for an OnlyFans profile. Nobody said anything when women were going to Dubai. We know why you were going. Nobody said anything when women were flying state to state getting flued out. We know what you were doing. Nobody said anything when Nigerian and Jamaican men needed green cards and y'all started falsifying marriage documents so you could drive your Range Rover with your red bottoms. Let's just call a spade a spade. Y'all wanted the option to go back to these men after the man that you really wanted was done dragging you through the mud.
Can we have a serious conversation about the LBHs, passport bros, like whatever you want to call them? I just don't understand how the most mid basic level men can leave America, travel to these other countries, and just pull absolute tens, like the hottest girls that you will ever see. And these men, like men that we wouldn't even look twice at, are just pulling them and convincing them to date them. Like, I truly don't understand it. Can someone please explain to me how this is happening and how these men are able to get away with it? Also, like, how can we stop this? It's out of control and it's getting to a point where it needs to be stopped.
Okay. So she's super jealous of this new reality where guys are disgusted with American women in this country because it's really becoming like a pandemic of sorts of just horrible behavior. And they go to other countries and they meet women who want to be in their feminine, right? Because they haven't been indoctrinated in the same way in some other countries. They want to be feminine women. They don't want to be masculine women. They don't want to lead, right? They don't want any of those responsibilities. They're much easier to deal with, frankly, and much more pleasant to be around. And they go and these women are like, sure, I'm all these things and let's do it. And guys can then avoid these American women. And American women are like getting boxed out. They're getting X'd out of the equation because they're insufferable and they're hard and challenging. And they're like, well, these are guys that we turn our nose up at. And how are they able to get these hot women? Well, honey, because they don't have an ego. Maybe those other women don't have an ego this high when they're actually right around here. Maybe because those other women want to be in their feminine. You don't. Maybe because those other women want to bring feminine things to the table. You don't. Maybe because those other women aren't, exceptionally picky beyond recognition, thinking their don't stink when you do. So there's a difference, right? And the fact that she wants to put a stop to it, why does she want to put a stop to it? Because she wants guys to have no choice but to date American women so that they have to take all of the that American women dish out and have no other options, right? Instead of saying, listen, they're going to other countries because we're doing something effed up, right? We're not in our feminine. Like, we're not giving guys what they want. So they got to leave the friggin' country to go find like a decent woman. Maybe we should like change the way we're behaving. Something's going on here. Or are we going to get X'd out here? We don't want to be alone at the end of the day. What are we doing that's so foul that they're literally leaving the country to go date somebody that's not us?
You guys know that there's a trend encouraging men to all get passports and travel abroad. Not just for sights or good food. No. It's to find wives, to find women who are more traditional. They're traveling all across the world just to find women who are more humble, more feminine, and willing to treat their men better than women in the US. Traveling to places like Italy, Thailand, Brazil, just to find women who will treat them right. The Passport Bros ideology is that they're escaping the hatred of feminists, women, and are traveling somewhere they can thrive. They believe the ideology that by seeking foreign women, they can find a more authentic, fulfilling, and harmonious relationship. This is seen as a way to restore the natural balance between masculine and feminine energy. This is triggering some women because they think that these men are interested in finding these women. They think they will be more submissive. Not sure if this trend / movement is going to end or only get worse.
Get your passport and stop playing. I don't understand what y'all not understanding. Get your passport. These women in America is not it. I've been back in America for about like a month now, and I'm seeing like, no, this is not the spot, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to get another trip out to Europe. I'm going somewhere else, and then I'm probably gonna go to Europe because this ain't it. These women will drain you of your happiness. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about you. All they care about is how they feel and what they want out of life. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. We all want certain things out of life, but what you want, your happiness, oftentimes is not even considered. You know what I mean? Like, so, if I find a European woman, a woman from the Netherlands, Germany or something, I'm out of America, bro. Like, ain't no way I'm staying here. Nah. Like, I done already made my mind up. No way. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all passports, man. Once you see how people treat you in them other countries, you ain't never gonna be the same. I'm telling y'all.
If you watched my last video, I was speaking to the amount of Black men that are currently in Cartagena. So just to be clear, what made this very interesting to me, and this is not my first time in Cartagena. However, my first time in Cartagena was during the pandemic. And so it just wasn't nearly as busy. So this was my first time experiencing Colombia, I think in a more realistic form of just what, the average flight consists of. And it was a extremely large amount of Black men. And for reference, I'm a full-time travel content creator, which means I am traveling all around the world, often on flights all the time. And I can honestly say that it is very rare for me to see a large number of Black men on a flight that I'm on. It is very, 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 very rare. So to arrive and have a flight full of men, but also to see other flights full of men, and the customs line was crazy long. So when I say that there were Black men everywhere, I literally mean there were Black men everywhere. But what was the most jarring to me is the realization that I think there's a lot of discourse on the internet, and there's a lot of people that are like, oh, it's just dusties, it's just broke men, it's just men that other women wouldn't date. I saw lots of very attractive men. I saw lots of men who looked like they had means. They looked like they had their stuff together. They were dressed well, they had good luggage. Like these were not men that you're just like, oh, girl, nobody wants them. And so for me, the video really just came from the actual shock of, oh, y'all really be outside with it. Y'all are really coming to Colombia, and this is the type of time that you're on. And I say that because I didn't just see men like, okay, cool, like you're going to Colombia with your homeboys. What was the most shocking to me as I was waiting for my Uber, there were women in club dresses picking up men, and the time was very much like, oh, you've been here before, but it's your homeboy's first time, and she brought somebody for him.
Hi, good morning. So I woke up with all these videos of women attacking the passport bros. Oh, wait, let me just take a sip of the coffee that my passport boyfriend made me. It's good.
2026 is the year we double down. Strong frame plus the nuclear question should lock in a loyal queen right here in the US. If she passes, submits to your leadership, understands male nature, and gives the green light on reality, build with her. If she fails, you're out. No simping for delusions. Passport Bros is a valid backup. Vet abroad the same way. Many women overseas are more traditional, loyal, and family-focused, but the principles don't change. Frame wins anywhere. Today we break down why local vetting should work first, why it often doesn't, how to vet ruthlessly, nuclear question mandatory, and why going abroad is okay when US women won't submit. No contradictions, just options for kings who demand respect. Let's get into it. Kings, the nuclear question is your litmus test. Knowing I'll face temptation daily, do you still want me? It forces her to admit male nature, and if she says yes and means it, green light for reality, discretion, understanding, or open arrangements. In the US, frame should seal it. Lead strong, provide, protect. She submits, respects, and accepts your wiring, but most fail. She demands full monogamy while bringing entitlement. I deserve the best. High standards plus low value. Wants top man but offers average effort. Wall denial. 30 plus panic but blame men, not choices. Result: good men with frame get you're too much or ghosted. Passport bros see the math. Why fight uphill when abroad offers better odds for women who pass the test easier? You don't have to travel to vet. Start right here. Core principles. 1. Nuclear question early. Ask it before exclusivity. Her answer reveals everything. If she flips or deflects, she's not queen material. 2. Submission and respect check. Does she respect your leadership? Cook, support goals, share bills? No constant tests? Green. 3. Territorial loyalty. Ask, how do you feel about other women around your man? Jealous/protective equals green, guards exclusivity. Too chill equals red. 4. Value add. Low drama, family-oriented, appreciates provision. High body count or entitlement. Next. 5. Frame test. Push boundaries gently. She submits, keep her. Fights back, walk. If she passes, build empire together. If not, don't force it. That's beta. Passport bros win because they vet the same way, just on women more likely to pass. Territorial nature. Many overseas queens guard their man fiercely. Jealousy as loyalty. Slim chance for hall pass. They want exclusivity. Lower entitlement. Provision seen as blessing, not demand. But vetting is identical. Nuclear question, submission check, value add. Don't idealize. Gold diggers exist everywhere. DM story. Vetted US women. Most failed nuclear question. Went to Colombia, same test. She passed with flying colors. Married, loyal, no drama. It's okay to go abroad, better odds. But frame wins anywhere. Vet ruthless. Kings, abundance mindset. Local or abroad, options exist. Final playbook. Vet local first. Frame plus nuclear question should work. If she won't submit/understand male nature, next, no compromise. Abroad? Apply same vetting. Territorial queens guard their king. Build empire. Women who pass become assets, not liabilities. No running, selecting. Frame strong wins either way. Kings. Passport bros prove options exist, but vetting starts local. Frame plus nuclear question locks queens anywhere. If she fails, move on. Build unapologetically. Drop vet first if you're vetting hard locally. Share your nuclear question results or passport wins. Like, sub, bell on.